Welcome back to Dynamic Homeschool. We've been homeschooling for 9 or 10 years now, and in that time I have read quite a few books, and so I just wanted to give a recommendation if you are interested in homeschooling or just began and wanted some books to read to maybe solidify your decision, then stay tuned. Welcome back. So like I said at the beginning, we've been homeschooling for quite a while, and when we began homeschooling, I was really interested in why homeschoolers chose to homeschool. And so some of these books were recommended to me. Some of them I just searched Goodreads because I wanted more knowledge to solidify my decision to homeschool and gain more perspective. So these books that I'm recommending, there are no particular order. Some of them I will like more than others, and I'll tell you, but there's just different reasons why. So the very first one is going to be Dumbing Us Down by John Gatto. I really enjoyed this book. I liked his perspective. He was a public school teacher, I think, for 17 years, and then quit and decided to write an article in the newspaper talking about the different ways that schooling is dumbing our children down. For example, the bells, when they're ringing the bells, I know from a organizational standpoint and ensuring that all the kids can get to all of the subjects, I understand the point of it. There's a different perspective that it actually teaches our children to just wait for those bells and then they just cut off and stop their learning, when in real life that doesn't really happen. When you're learning something, you'll get to a point where maybe you're overwhelmed and you'll stop, or you'll kind of have a period where you feel there's a natural break, unlike in schooling where they just cut them off and cut their attention. And so they never really get to invest a lot of their focus into what they are learning. So it's a really great book and a different perspective on how to look at how school hinders learning. The other one that he has written, which I own, is The Underground History of American Education. I would recommend this as well. This goes all the way back to, you're talking overseas, not just in the US and where it began. I'm rereading it. I have some notes in here, and I'm rereading it so I can have a better understanding now that I have learned a little bit more history. Some of it was mentioned and I don't know any of the history, and so it didn't click with me. Now that I've learned a little bit more history, then I'm rereading this to get it. The other book that I would recommend is Government Nannies by Kathy Duffy. She also writes, 101 curriculum picks, but she wrote Government Nannies as well, and I really enjoy this. It's the Cradle to Grave Agenda of Goals 2000 and Outcome-Based Education. So I really enjoyed this, and talking about how the outcomes that are determined are not really beneficial to learning. And I understand why they are there when you're talking educating mass amounts of people, but if you're wanting to homeschool, I think this was a great introduction into why those goals you probably don't need to stress about. And then the last one is going to be Brave Learner by Julie Bogart. I really enjoyed this book. I do not own it. I do want to own it. I enjoyed her outlook of how to teach and different ways to teach instead of the normal public school textbooks and workbook papers. So this was a really great ending to breaking out of my public school mindset and entering into, there are multiple ways to learn and to teach your children. So if you're wanting to expand on why you should homeschool, learn why you should, gain a little bit more knowledge, then I would recommend these books. But if you have any questions, put them down below, and happy homeschooling.